and it looks more like, oh, that's a foul.
What's this ref? What's
And
this
the
ref
referee says
actually
play on.
talking about?
Maybe it might see something we didn't see right there. Wan Bissaka with the ball finds Ericsson right there, who sends it back to Onana. Onana, the Cameroonian international, who sparked controversy for getting to that Cameroon squad for AFCON late right there. And he got so many sticks right there. Some came from this studio right there, and it's Manchester United still attacking with the ball.
Oh, nice
That
clearance.
was swift defending
Clinical,
from
yeah.
that Crystal Palace player right there. So, 37th minute of that encounter at the Sellout Park.
Eberechi is not really in
1-0
this game
Crystal Palace.
for Crystal Palace. I think he has really been the missing link in that attack. A lot of turnovers from him in that midfield. Manchester United have been able to get a lot of clearance and clear a lot of balls off his foot, which I think is not really good for a player of his caliber. That is one player that Crystal Palace actually depend on for creativity in the midfield. He needs to grow into this game, get intentional and join the attack for Crystal Palace. That is how they can get a victory in this game. Not him being turned over by the Manchester United defenders always, because the very dangerous one. Once there's been turned over there, the leak attack straight to Anthony.
Yeah,
it's Manchester United attacking them, countering on them immediately.
Yeah, and in football, every balls you lose attacking most likely will be used against you right there. So Eberechi, we hope you get into this with the rhythm of this game as soon as possible. So Anderson will set that long one forward for Mateta, but hey, that was kept calm by Mino. And I think it will be a throw into Crystal Palace right there. So throw into Crystal Palace at this point in time. Munoz with the ball right there. The right wing back for Crystal Palace
And he has
today.
actually been a fantastic, player for Crystal Palace tonight. Running straight up from the top to the back, and defending and attacking at the center for Crystal Palace. A fantastic player he has been for them to in this encounter.
Yeah, fantastic player right there. That wing has been the strong spot for Crystal Palace, taking the game to Manchester United in this first half. I think their goal came from that right wing. Yeah, so it's still game on in that encounter. Crystal Palace having a slim lead. 1-0 is too slim. Anything can happen in a matter of time. And we saw the WSL over the weekend, that drama that happened at the Etihad, where Arsenal came back.
Was it at Etihad? I've already forgotten.
Their home ground, the Manchester City feminine team home ground right there. And that minute, 89th minute, considered an equalizer, and 90 plus 2.
It's just that put themselves in that situation. That loss against Manchester United is one of the reasons why they find themselves in that dire situation. A win in that game for Manchester City will have wrapped up the BSL for Manchester City. But now Chelsea has a chance, of going ahead against ahead again, because it's one game to go in the WSL, but Chelsea has 2 games to go against Tottenham and Manchester United. Wow.
And Mateta cuts into the box and plays the shot.
And
it's a goal. Crystal Palace are 2-0 up at Sellout Park.
Talking about the attack, Matete has gotten a goal, and Olise has gotten a goal. It's about our brother Eberechi Eze coming into this encounter and also showing his presence in this game to show how crazy this Crystal Palace attack can be in this game. Arsenal will be looking at this game and we're feeling like yes, there's a sure guaranteed 3 point for them when they go to the Old Trafford. I'm sure Chelsea will also be looking at the Manchester United spot now and be feeling like yes, we can cover this and we can get a victory over Nottingham Forest and go 3 points over Manchester United. The midfield has really been the hunting ground of this game. Look at how they lose the ball in the midfield. Look at how they free Mateta.
Look how he went past Evans
there. I know we talked about it, that the centre back is actually Manchester United's weakest point in this game, and that point has actually shown.
Look at how high Casemiro went to mark.
Yeah, he's marking it. He's not the natural centre back. He will always be forgetting this position during the game, thinking that he's to play in the defensive midfield position, and it has really come to odds for Manchester United. Look at that. I think Evans should be doing better there. He's an experienced centre back. He shouldn't be defending like that, and you have to appreciate the work Maguire does in the Manchester United defense, even with a lot of sticks that has come for that man, but you don't see him defending in a abysmal way like this.
Yeah, this is really an abysmal defensive performance for Manchester United. Hey, they need to improve if they are thinking of going into the Europe next season, because going into Europe will help them with their financial fair play to at least have some cushion to get in some players right there. And 42nd minute of that encounter, it's Crystal Palace 2, Manchester United 0. The two goals coming from Olise and Mateta right there, the center forward for Crystal Palace. Well,
there's this facial look from Eric Ten
Yeah,
Hag. He looks like a manager that knows what he's doing, but at the end of the day, it comes down to what that's that favorite adage. Body feel look good, make engine
look good.
But this very Ten Hag we're talking about is what even in the list of Bayern Munich to come and coach them.
Yeah, I think you're looking at my Bayern Munich. Probably he might actually fit the bill of Bayern Munich, but I think that should be more of PR work. I don't really see Bayern Munich going out for Eric Ten Hag.
The coach Bayern is actually looking at now is Ralf Ragnick.
He rejected it.
He has rejected it, so because I think he's close to Thomas Tuchel.
Funny enough, I won't be surprised if Tuchel remains as Bayern Munich coach coming end of the season. It's still very much possible. Should they win the Champions League? You have in the Bundesliga, you have more of the fans, dictating what they want in their clubs. So having losing out on Xavi Alonso, lost out on Hansi Flick, who doesn't want to come back. They've lost out on Ragnick right now. I think the best bet for them is to keep on with Thomas Tuchel this season.
We need to look at it. That what is happening in Bayern, that even the big coaches hardly want to go there. Now Thomas Tuchel feels offended. Right now, if you check his last presser, with the kind of word owners, the new chairman, the new CEO for Bayern Munich, the kind of words coming from his mouth when you are going into a semi-final of a Champions League. Even when asked if Tuchel will continue, he said even if he won.
It was a response to the outrage from the fans that they don't want any new manager. They want Tuchel.
He said that will not happen.
He said that will not happen.
Yeah, he said
50 to 1. It's 50 to 1 in the Bundesliga. It's always 50 to 49 or 50 to 1. Yes, 50 to 1 in the Bundesliga. The fans always have a big say. And so that is one of the reasons why Oliver Kahn and his board had to resign during after that performance last season where they almost lost the Bundesliga title.
Yeah, so it's Man U who has lost another goal scoring opportunity right now. That pass into the box was deflected off, but it's still Man U in possession of the ball. Now Olise steals it. Olise now trying to attack with the ball. Yeah, he's attacking. He's having a bad game. Munoz right there cutting into the middle, and Olise takes this one again. And it's still Crystal Palace in possession of the ball, leading 2-0. Costing home to the victory right there. It's 45th minute of that encounter already. Still Crystal Palace leading 2 goals to 0. Munoz Klein runs into the box, and the pass right there, it was short, and that would be a free kick to Manchester United against Munoz right there of Crystal Palace. Messi Mount quite in this game.
Bad performance from Mr. Mount. This is a game whereby you have the opportunity of showcasing yourself to the manager, that you have what it takes to actually be the second person or the second man the go-to man if Bruno Fernandes actually needs a rest or is not available. But he hasn't auctioned himself very well in this encounter.
But can we just say maybe it's match fitness?
Match fitness might be one of it.
Yeah, it might be one of it. Onana, who is also match fit right there, finds Casemiro in the defense. Really match fit, considered a lot of goals.
1 minute additional time.
Yeah, 1 minute.
There's no point playing 3
minutes. Maybe they will just add 1 goal cushion to it, only time. And Evans, who has not covered himself in glory today with the ball, finds Wan-Bissaka right there. Wan-Bissaka trying to turn around. A stiff of a player as far as I'm concerned. Not really flexible like what a Diogo Dalot will offer you at that week.
Please, can we check what Napoli are playing? I think it's a big tie between
still goalless. It's still goalless.
I really want to see how Osimhen and Maduka, which we
after goalless
perform in that game. Maduka is really having a big game.
Season,
really having a big season in the Italian Serie A.
Serie
This is
A,
his first
yeah.
season with Udinese, and you know, a lot of sticks on that young man when he was keeping for the Super Eagles after that bad performance against Ghana in the was it
But
yeah
not
in the
just
World Cup.
one
Not
bad
really. Yeah,
performance. He
but
has been
yes, but we have to look
getting
at his
bad
age. He was
performance.
19 years old at that time, so
Yeah.
errors are bound to happen in things like
But how
this.
many
But
Nigerian fans
he
want to
he
hear
has actually
that?
grown into it. He has
Yeah.
actually grown into it, and I expect him to be a big it should be a big battle or competition between him and Stanley Wambali at the goalkeeping department for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. But good game he has had this season. He has won the goalkeeper of the month, I think, once or twice this season with Udinese. So really fantastic result, and for him keeping clean sheet against that clinical striker Osimhen in the first half really shows, you know, how big or how good the man is actually growing. At the age of 22, it's not even yet in his prime as a goalkeeper.
And I think that is a healthy competition for the new coach, Finidi George. You know,
I expect
it's
him
a
back in
good
Super Eagles
edict
for
to
that
have.
World Cup qualifier. I expect him back in that team.
When you have Bale doing well and Maduka, but I think I would prefer Bale
Well,
because of the way he will control his talks and communicates with his player right there. So, second half proceedings about to take off in that game between Udinese. But while talking about that, Crystal Palace also wasted another chance. Eberechi Eze, who has just been smiling, and I think he knew he has not been.
He already beat her offside this position there. I think a pass into that box would have been better. A pass to only say there, miscommunication there between those two players there. Or maybe he's also looking for his own goal in this encounter against Manchester United, which I think to be fair for him, he also needs a goal in this encounter. But I think he should be looking at his teammate first there rather than going for the glory. They need more goals because Manchester United is a team that can come back.
Yeah, they can come back right there. Ball possession, 38% to Crystal Palace, 62% to Manchester United. But that is not what is reflecting on the scoreline because Crystal Palace is leading 2-0 and they've been the better side based on the chance. Yeah, 3 minutes. It was 3 minutes additional time. And the referee says he has had enough at the Selhurst Park at halftime. It's Manchester United 0 and Crystal Palace 2 right there.
Good performance from Crystal Palace. It's not really about possession. It's not really about keeping possession, but being precise in front of goal. And that is what Crystal Palace have done in this game. Though they've been half precise in this encounter, they've missed a lot of chances. This game should be over in the first half. I think it should be like 4-0 right now to Crystal Palace. Not really big performance from Manchester United. Disappointing performance from all standards from them in this first half. And I think the manager, Eric Ten Hag, should be giving the boys the hairdresser in the dressing room. They really need to turn up in the second half. A big performance is what they need to come back in this game. They really need a victory in this game because it's really going to be hard for them to get a victory over Arsenal at the Old Trafford.
Yeah, it will be a difficult one to get at the Old Trafford. But hey, the theater of dreams it is called, so dreams do come true at Old Trafford. But sometimes it's the dream of the opposing side that do come true right there. Well, some of the fans will call it a lamentation, a theater of lamentation, or a theater of dreams, because Manchester United has given us some mouth-watering performance this season too on that home ground. So, halftime at the Selhurst Park, the home ground of Crystal Palace, making their home right there, 2-0 to Crystal Palace deservedly.
Yeah, 2-0 to Crystal Palace deservedly. Let's look at the statistics of the first half. What actually transpired in the first half. For ball possession, Manchester United actually dominated possession here by 64% to 36%. Goal attempt, 4 goal attempt for Manchester United and 5 goal attempt for Crystal Palace. Shot on goal, 3 for Crystal Palace and none for Manchester United.
Performance. I think Oshlon really needs to be called right now because you can't be a striker. 80 million, look
60
at
million.
64 million pounds sign is not being able to connect one ball to the goalkeeper or even just off targets or shot on targets in the first half is really, really disappointing.
As far as I'm concerned, it's not Manchester United material. That's just what I think, because see, there are some strikers that can go on top 9 for a Tottenham or Everton. A Manchester United team has weight. When you wear that number 9 jersey, it is heavy. So you need, look at what Jude Bellingham said. Wherever you are wearing a Madrid jersey, it has weight because a whole lot of responsibility lies on that jersey. So I think that jersey is too heavy for
Hojlund.
Ojlund right now. And I think man, you should start thinking of getting a proper number 9 that Ojlund will learn under before taking
But
that
what,
number
what,
9
what are the
jersey.
what do you think are the factors? Because at the point we saw Odlon, it's like he came back to back. He scored 5 goals back to back, and I was saying, hey, this guy has actually arrived. And at the point after the injury, he just went back without scoring goal or without even creating assist.
Yeah, he got those run of goal scoring form. Yeah, it's good. But does Ojlund have presence? Can you keep the opposing side at bay because Ojlund is on the field? Those are the he has a stature. Maybe it's not about stature. Aguero had that kind of stature. He has the movement, but why is he not keeping opponent at bay? You know, the runs. Then, apart from talking about Ojlund, we need to talk about the midfield. It is the pass you give to the striker that will convert. Are they looking up to play with the striker? Are they checking the runs? Are they opening their eyes to see? So, you see, Manchester United generally still goes back to that structure.
All right, okay. Let's talk about another person. That's how will you analyze this João Felipe Metata, who has scored 5 straight home Premier League games under new boss Oliver Glasner. The last player to net in his first 6 home games under manager in the competition was Alan Shearer for Kevin Keegan in 1996/97. But today he has made it 7 so far with this goal he scored so far.
Well, he's a bully of a striker. You look at his hold-up play, fantastic hold-up play from Matete, and that is what he brings to the game for Crystal Palace. Not really one of those strikers that gets you 20 goals in a season, but one of those strikers that have good hold-up play, and I think he's a fantastic 9 for their standard. Not really the big those strikers you expect playing for a bigger club, but he has actually done the good work for Crystal Palace this season.
Right.
Yeah, he has done the good work right there. Victor Osimhen just put Napoli 1-0 up right there. And he has gotten one over his countryman.
His compatriot.
We expect him to score a lot of goals on this season. It hasn't really been the kind of season we saw from him last season, but at the end of the day, it's the whole of Napoli team who are not really good, but he has gotten double-figure goals this season for
Napoli.
You know, this might just be the last season with him for him at Napoli. So let's see how many goals he'll be getting towards the end of the season. Next season, I expect him to be in a better or in a different club. Chelsea, the likes of Chelsea, the likes of what's it called?
Look at how he picked that ball in between two defenders.
He just ran into them.
Was rooted to
he
his
lifted
spot,
higher.
and he picked the spot. I think the Chelsea owner will be looking at this game and be thinking of it. Yeah, let me put that 120 million on this boy. Because when you look at the Chelsea team, I think this is one place they've actually had that problem this season. Nicholas Jackson is not the strongest when it comes to on-air decisions. You're looking at a striker that is very good when it comes to area drawers, and it's not that kind of striker that is ready to caress the ball. Once he's getting the ball, all he's there is just to find the back of the net. So I think he might just be finding himself in a better or in a different club next season.
Yeah, and this goal he got it out of nothing. You know, that's a brilliance of it. Wait. Anyway, we're having a message here. We're having a message here, and this message from Taylor Jones. He says, "First, my girlfriend left me, and now United are losing 2-0. I hate my life."
Wow.
You know, and he said again, "I supported United my whole life, and I cannot take this no more."
Wow. We are so sorry to hear about that.
Sorry to hear that about that. So the pressure is actually real.
You need some consolation.
You really need to have the big heart supporting Manchester United this season. Even if Chelsea fans, you know, at a point in time this season, we just have to take our mind off the Chelsea game. You just have to watch the game for what the game is. I'm sorry about the lady who left you, and you just have to heal properly. You know, just think over it, have a good mindset over it, reflect over it, give yourself that closure. You really need.
But I begin to imagine myself in that kind of condition. You know,
no,
my girlfriend left me.
The thing is, breakfast is real.
Is it breakfast?
It's actually not something we have to joke about.
No, it's not. It's not funny. Well, that's why I say breakfast is real. That's like the code name for heartbreak. But the main thing is, he needs to have a self-reflection. what are the things that he did wrong? What are the things that he could have done better? What are the
What are those
things
red
that
flags
those red
you
flags
didn't
he saw
notice?
that he ignored? There are some that he saw that he would have seen that he ignored, or the ones that he didn't see. So it's an expanded theory, but I still think that, hey, there's nobody that is irreplaceable.
No, they don't break your heart seriously.
Oh no! My heart is not.
Well, are you speaking
My
out
heart
of
is very.
experience?
No,
But
you will be so.
everybody has a point-
See,
everybody has a point in
you
time,
you
no, every
you will
human-
be
every
surprised
human-
how many friends,
Yeah.
both genders, that we have actually had to just together by the grace of God help them heal. So it's a topic that I
Yes.
have a lot of
I think
experience
he
on.
just needs to heal. He just needs to find
He
that.
just
He
needs-
needs to find that time for that closure. Find that closure between
Proper
you and
healing.
proper closure and proper healing. And you're a guy. Bounce back. There's always numbers
But
of
if he
ladies
has
on the
to cry
streets.
too, maybe one night, think about it, cry, let the pain out. Because one of the best way to ease pain sometimes, there's not. I don't believe in as a guy you don't need to cry. If you need to cry, just stay in your room, cry. But know that after that once, you won't cry over the mat. You bounce back stronger and just enter the market dressed very well and just.
Take one or two drinks.
But
All right.
hey,
Well,
it's fine.
back to the match. The United hope of UEFA Champions League qualification
It's over.
are officially over with 4 games to play. With 4 games to play, including this match today. So, with this situation, where do you think Manchester United can get to?
I think they might finish in the ninth position.
Ninth.
Ninth position. No, I'm coming.
Ninth.
I think not qualifying for Europe's.
Yeah.
If it's not the Champions League, not qualifying for Europe's next season, we actually do them a lot of good favors because it's always congested if you are playing the Europa League. It's more games in the Europa League than the Champions League. You are traveling to the far countries. You can imagine going to Afghanistan, traveling about 12 hours from the Central Europe nations. So I think it's going to do them a lot of goods not qualifying for Europe's next season. Wow, is that the second goal? Okay,
That's
that was
the first goal,
I'll say it twice. He
It
did
was
that.
from there.
So I think next season it's not looking like they'll get the Champions League because definitely Arsenal is beating them at Old Trafford on Sunday, and that is advantage Chelsea, advantage Newcastle, who are above them. So I don't really see them making it to the Champions League, to the Europa League or the Conference League.
All right. And one report that angered Ten Hag, it was the report he got that from the fans and other people that Rasmus Højlund, Alejandro Garnacho, and Kobe Manu were the only players safe, from Manchester United, coming next season. That the rest of them will.
There's no way they're going to sell that big number of players, and it's really going to affect them in the transfer market because FFP will come knocking on their doors. When was last time Manchester United won a reasonable trophy or a trophy of good magnitude? Then you want to release all this number of players. What is their value? What is their valuation? When you put those players on the market, you have to get a valuation close to what you are using in buying players. And all the old set of players at Manchester United, sorry to say, I don't see all of them, bringing in a worth of 200 million for Manchester United. And how many players can 200 million pounds get you? It's not still going to give you quality replacement. So they have to release these players in phases, and that is what Chelsea also did. Releasing the players in phases, not just rebuilding the old team at once and sending all those players out. It doesn't work that way. I think probably 4 or 5 players might be leaving Manchester United at the end of the season. Anthony Martial might be leaving on the free transfer. You look at the likes of Sancho, who I think might just be a big money move for them. They might still be getting like 50 to 60 million pounds on Sancho to Dortmund. That is if Dortmund are interested in getting that money. There's also the young guy who is doing very good with Getafe. What's his name? Greenwood.
Yeah, missing Greenwood.
Who is doing very good.
I came from the academy with
So Greenwood as well, they are doing very well.
Greenwood might find it hard coming back to Manchester United because of the tradition. The fans won't really give him that that room to operate in Manchester United after those wrong controversies.
And he also has lost interest based on what
the club
we
never
heard.
supported him when he came back from all this. The club should have stood in for him and give him that support and that love that yes, this player wasn't actually guilty of this accusation, so they didn't really support him. So I think 30 million pounds on missing Greenwood might be coming in for them also. So I think these are the 2 players I really see that might be returning good investment. And even if Sancho is returning 50 million pounds from Manchester United, it's not a good investment because you look at how much they've lost on Jadon Sancho.
Yeah. All right, and with the present form of Chelsea, the present form of Newcastle, if I ask you to analyze which of these teams do you think we'll see in the Europa next in the European League next season? Maybe the Europa or the Conference.
Yeah, the Europa League spot is currently held by Tottenham, who is in a bad run of form, and we still face Man City in that run of to the end of the league season. But the way it looks, I think Chelsea has the easiest of the fixtures, because Chelsea will face Nottingham Forest, Brighton, and Bournemouth. Bournemouth will be at home at the Stamford Bridge, then away at Brighton, away at Forest. So I think Chelsea has the easier route, but we did take advantage of it. You know, a bunch of inexperienced players, you can't really rely on them like that. But when you talk based on paper, I think Chelsea has the better chance, because Newcastle will face Man U and they will cancel each other out. Man U will face Arsenal. Then, if you look at it, the route, the next 3 games, I think it favors Chelsea more.
Yeah, I think the next 3 games favors Chelsea more. So talking about that Europa League sports, I think at the end of the day, it's going to be on the 5 and 6 will be making it to the Europa, because I don't see Manchester United defeating.
The Europa League now is just number 5, and Conference League number 6.
It's supposed to be number 5 and the winner of FA Cup.
Okay.
So if Manchester United is not winning the FA Cup, it's coming back to the leagues.
The
number
league,
6 is
number
qualifying
6. Okay.
for the
If
Europa
Man
League.
City win,
Manchester City are going to beat Manchester United, no doubt. So
but
there's
you
no
know,
way.
in football, anything can
This
happen.
one is happening.
Shagun says this one is happening.
That
Olisa.
was the biggest problem for Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. They were gunning for it. Let us win the Carabao Cup and qualify for the Conference League, which I think is not really the mindset you go into a game like that. You know, you go into a game with the mindset of having, there shouldn't be any pressure of anything you are pursuing. That game, you'll have a true reflection of the game, coming to the game neutral, not looking at it that yes, it's the must we have to win this game to qualify for the Conference League. And at a point, maybe we were talking about it 5 weeks ago, I think Chelsea fans will be happy to qualify for the Conference League in the position they are right now. But right now, for the Conference League, but right now it's looking like they are gunning, or they are interested in even pushing that team further, that yes, you can still make it to the Europa League, which I think is still feasible for them come end of the season.
All right. Now talking about one player who have stand out in Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes, is not in this encounter so far. How much do you think they've missed him so far?
They've actually missed him in this midfield. Even as disjointed as this Manchester United team can be, he's still one player that, with a share of brilliance, he brings it into this game. He has been that man who has risen to the occasion for Manchester United when you least expect, or when the team is not even really good. He has been one of the reasons why they stay in the top, in the top 9 or the top half of the season. And you see it from this game. They've really missed his passes, his shots, and the charisma he brings into this game, the leadership qualities. Though he argues a lot, but that leadership qualities is there. That in the way he, the hunger to push the Manchester United players forward. Just like we said during the first half, Mount has not really replaced him very well in this game.
Yeah, and the attitude Bruno Fernandes brings into the team is massive, and he's also their captain right there. Well, we say he's been a captain fantastic for Manchester United. You need to have a fantastic season before you can have a fantastic captain fantastic right there. But one of the things Osimhen will bring to Chelsea is that aggression, that agility, that bite, that attitude.
My biggest fear with his aggression in EPL is that he might have a lot of goals being churned off by EPL.
Just talk about Osimhen going to Chelsea. How clear is it now for him to be in Chelsea?
There's nothing clear about the transfer.
There's all rumors.
Robinho was on a plane going to Chelsea, and few minutes or hours he landed in Man City.
William was supposed to go
almost
to
signing at Tottenham. So there's nothing clear about the transfer window.
Until we see that here we go.
They did presser for Mikel at Man U. He still ended up at Chelsea. So the more you look at the transfer window, the less you see. So just wait till it is official, then you know that the player has landed. So 47 minutes of that encounter, Crystal Palace coasting to the victory, 2-0. Will they finish well? Will they finish strong? Shegun, what do you
Well,
think?
let's see. It's still early stages of the second half. I think by the time we get into the 60th minute or 70th minute, they're still leading 2-0. And we might just be saying they're coasting straight to victory, but it's still early stages of the second half. We've seen teams come back from 2-0
Yeah.
to turn things over. Chelsea against Aston Villa was like
Yeah,
this.
came back, yeah.
2-0 at the end of first half, and Chelsea came back in the second half to get a draw against Aston Villa. So let's see if Manchester United will be giving us that big performance on the second half. But it's looking like if there'll be a goal in this game again, it might just be Crystal Palace getting that third goal.
All right, and we are having some messages here. Let me quickly read it out before you might continue with the commentary. Yeah, it's still from Taylor Jones here. He says, yes, I have subscribed. You guys are the best channel out there. Thank you very much, Taylor Jones. Another message from Jonathan Kennedy. Say, Man United conceded 79 goals so far this season.
In the EPL.
In the EPL.
Yeah, massive goal conceded. And I think you cannot absorb it from the fact that there is no proper structure. The way, what do I mean by structure? The way you want to play as a team. That is very important. We know Liverpool gang person. We don't know the pattern slot will come with. But we know Manchester City with tiki-taka. And Chelsea now is tilting towards a possession-based kind of way of playing football. But what is Manchester United doing? They need to get that right. It is on that template that they will now build on.
Pass to Garnacho and Anthony, then Isha.
Well,
All right, let's see having some messages here. Let me quickly read them. One from Denalo Lewis say, Man, you will win. And we have Taylor Jones, who has been following up with us. He say, you guys are right and always give the best wisdom. Thanks to you guys and your commentary. He said, your commentary helped me a lot. You guys really have great opinion and should be on live TV.
Well, I just
Yeah,
hope you get.
thank
Yeah,
you.
we're working towards that, and I just hope it gets better and it heals proper. That is what really matters. By the next time when we're on set, probably by this time next week we're on set.
Yeah, we
I
hope
want
to hear
I really
from
want
you.
to say happy.
Yeah.
Probably him calling into the studio
Yeah.
and sharing his mind with us.
Yeah. Wherever you are, Jones, we want to see you. Get over it. Call us in our next show.
And tell us about it.
Yeah, and tomorrow, remember, tomorrow is Paris Saint-Germain versus
Dortmund, yeah.
Dortmund,
They
in the
couldn't,
Champions
break, they
League.
couldn't break the wall of Dortmund. I said it here that it's always a hard game when you're going to Dortmund
That
Stadium.
home
A
ground.
terrific stadium with a loud crowd. Even Kylian Mbappe with all his talent couldn't do anything at the Dortmund Stadium. So coming back home, I think they stand a good chance against Dortmund. It's just 1-0. They both came out from the same group in the Champions League, and we saw how they really had it against each other.
It was
So
a
I think
tight
they might
encounter.
fancy a chance when it goes back to the Paris Prince or what's their stadium. When you go back to Paris to play against Dortmund, it should be an advantage to what's it called?
And Crystal Palace has a chance.
Straight into the
Eberechi is not having the best of nights right there. So Onana takes that one easily. And when you look at the number of saves Onana has had,
That's a good chance for Eze there. He should be putting this into the back of the net. Look at that. He had every room to pick his spot and he just tapped that on the spot there. Probably was thinking Andre Onana will be lost in concentration there.
yeah, that's Garnacho trying to attack with the ball. But his pass was blocked right there, straight to him again. Finds Eriksen, returns it back to Casemiro. Now look at how Manchester United are playing eye-line against Crystal Palace. And Crystal Palace has Michael Olise and Eberechi Eze who can. And that's a good chance. Anderson, the former Manchester United, I think he's on loan.
No, it's not.
It's now.
Because when you're on loan,
you won't be able to
against
play.
against
Yeah.
opponent,
So
team. But what a way to actually
announce yourself.
show yourself that you're a big problem against your former team. He has really been one of the strong performances for Crystal Palace. Though he hasn't faced a lot of shots in this game against Manchester United, he hasn't been tested in this game until the second half. That is the first shot on target for Manchester United in this game. For the past 15 minutes, we're just seeing that first shot on target. So 5 minutes into the second half, it's looking like Manchester United are finally growing into this game. But can they make it count? That is where it matters most. And you were talking about eye-line football. You're losing 2-0 and you play eye-line against Crystal Palace. It's really going to be a lot of problem. You look at Mateta, that is a bully of a striker up front. Good hold of play.
Yeah.
Looking at Olise and Eberechi Eze. Muniz has also been in this game.
Yeah,
That's
explosive
channeling those
on the
runnings
radar, yeah.
along the lines of the Manchester United defense, which is really top notch. So they might just find it hard if they are not attacking and defending with the same instinct in this game.
Yeah, the same instinct right there. Mitchell brought down Anthony, who is trying to be ambitious going into two defenders, but Mitchell says there's no way here. brought him down. Free kick to Manchester United, 52nd minute of that encounter. And hey, it's still 1-0 to Napoli in that game. Udinese, Napoli at the home ground of Udinese, 69th minute of that encounter. Still Napoli 1-0 up. Eriksen will be standing next to that free kick, trying to see if he can have the deposit at Selhurst Park. Is Crystal Palace leading 2-0? Eriksen standing next to the ball. Can he do something special right there? Can he be?
Fancy going in with a cross into the box to see if any Manchester United.
And that's a cross, and there's a play.
Oh, that is the goal. That is an offside. Let's see.
Let's see.
Like
Is that an offside?
Offside.
Yeah.
Let's see. VR will be checking that. And this is what I'm saying about Crystal Palace. They need to utilize the chances. You've been losing a lot of chances coming into this game. Let's see if that was surely an offside. Yeah.
That's an offside.
It's an offside
3 players.
for the ball.
It's a landlord position.
Wow.
Yeah.
But good one, good instinct, good take from Manchester United. It shows that yes, out of nothing, they can still come back into this game. So good chance for them there. I think that is putting a lot of pressure on the Crystal Palace defense, like we expected rightly from the start of this game from a team like Manchester United.
Yeah, rightly from a team like Manchester United, they need to attack. They need to take the game to Crystal Palace and try to see if they can salvage something out of this encounter, but they are still 2-0 down at the Selhurst Park. And like Timaya said then, he said that see the sweet some, it depends some for our fans, our listeners. It means the same way some are happy, and at the same time, some can be sad based on the same situation.
That is a true reflection of football.
Football, yeah.
It's always about banters, the way the opponent. I can't even imagine how the X app will actually be lightening up right now with Manchester United losing the second and losing their spot to Chelsea. It has really been a big banter between these two teams all season long, and finally Chelsea is going to have a big banter over the Manchester United fans this weekend.
Yeah, and they will be one of
for the whole of this week. Sorry.
Yeah, and they will be one of those teams.
From
Mateta, yeah, using his strength to actually his advantage, yes, right there. So Diogo Dalot finds Eriksen playing a swift one-touch right there, but lose possession. But hey, Casemiro with the ball back to Onana, and it's Manchester United trying to turn defense into attack. Wan-Bissaka running down the left-hand side of the defense. Wan-Bissaka really struggling with that left back situation.
He's struggling this season for Manchester United. I think maybe I'll let him over this probably because he's playing in an unfamiliar position, playing as a left back for Manchester United. Maybe that is his biggest undoing in this game because that is not his natural position. But as a wing back, you should be able to play from any of the two positions. We've seen Malo Gusto done that for Chelsea. We've seen Kukureya, playing on the right wing or right back position for Chelsea. And a player of his a player of his caliber, you expect him to be giving a good performance. This is even against the team that actually developed him, Crystal Palace, because it was from Crystal Palace he joined up Manchester United. So you don't really expect him to be giving this kind of
performance,
unexpected performance against Crystal Palace.
Yeah. So Mario Lugbodi, one of our regular, is on the sent a comment on the page and trying to throw banters here and there. We just hope that it doesn't predict today.
Yeah, Amero Lugbodi here saying Delano. I think he's responding.
What is that?
My God! Look at that swift 1-2 from Eberechi, and he couldn't put his attempt. Oh my God! Look at that swift 1-2.
He should be getting his position right. Even a pass to Pt.2 in there will have done the work there. Look at that! Look at that switch of pass from Olise. He bent his body right, but the end product was actually wrong. And that justifies or that summarizes Eberechi as a game in this encounter against Manchester United. He has really been the turn of player for Crystal Palace in this game. They should be about 5-0 up against Manchester United by now.
Yeah, they should be up to 5-0 up right there. Wow. Crystal Palace really a menace tonight. Eberechi is at the edge of the ball, sets up Mitchell and plays that shot, but Onana says no. Onana, and that's what they said. So it's a corner kick to Crystal Palace at this point in time, enjoying coasting home in the driver's seat in this encounter. So it's going to be a corner kick to Crystal Palace. 57 minutes of that encounter. Onana has really come to the party, but despite coming to the party, he couldn't dance to that music because he's been 2 goals. He's considered 2 good goals in this encounter. Wow, Onana. And that corner comes in, headed out, and still Ederson with that chance, a shot! And Onana came up to the rescue again.
You don't want to give Hughes that kind of chance
Space,
on
yeah.
the box there. He's going to pick his spot, and that was what he did there. Pick the spot rightly there, but Onana to the rescue from Manchester United. A big save from the Cameroon goalkeeper. That was destined for the back of the net, and he had to do a big double hand save there to keep Manchester United still in this encounter.
Yeah, Onana really one of those shining lights for Manchester United, though
78 goals in EPL.
must still had that. So he has been one of those shining lights. I think his defense has let him out, and that's a cross into the box. And Crystal Palace has made it 3.
Michel.
My God.
Yeah, that's Mitchell with the 3rd goal for Crystal Palace in this encounter. And you can see the Selhurst Park is going straight into rapture. The fans are really happy, having the fun of their life out of South London. And that is one. Evans, another error there. We can see the manager bringing in, he's about to throw in Sofian Amrabat into this encounter. He's probably seeing that the midfield is getting being overrun by Crystal Palace.
Yeah, really poor us. We can see the reason why the Crystal Palace manager populated the midfield. Enough bodies in that midfield. Look at that cross.
No offside.
Look at that touch. And Michel to the finish right there. And that was a really, really good team play right there from Crystal Palace. Look at that. And it doesn't look like Casemiro would do a good job as that centre back.
No, he's not a centre back, so you have to.
I think Amrabat should be tried in that role. Maybe he will do better.
Probably.
Yeah, but hey, someone's loss is another's gain. As Crystal Palace is dealing with Manchester United, the Chelsea fans will be smiling and laughing, with the season that Chelsea has had, topping Manchester United at this time of the season. Wow.
So
that's really something else to talk about.
What Glazner has actually done, we've seen, since he took over from Crystal Palace. Yeah, in fact, the last matches he played, we've seen like 5 games, 4 win, 1 draw. From this manager, what has he done different?
Yeah,
what he has done, results?
What he has done different is, when Roy Oxen came into the Crystal Palace team at the end of last season, towards the end of last season, I think at the end of that, probably that short-term deal, it should have been, sacked. Or no, it should have withdrawn from that job. Because there are some coaches who are just for short-term purposes, but long-term purposes has eluded them. And I think Roy Austin sits on that position, same with the likes of Sam Allardyce and the likes of what's it called? This former Chelsea manager, Avram Grant. They both sit. Those managers are now for the short-term purposes. Football has gone beyond those. That's their mentality, way of playing, pragmatic, all defending, trying to gather those points towards the end of the season and not drop to that relegation position. So coming into the season, I think they came in with still that same pragmatic way of playing football. The old kick and follow football that we've seen from Stoke City when they were still in the EPL, and that has really affected this talented squad. You look at the players and you look at it that what is the biggest problem with Crystal Palace? It's philosophy, it's the mindset, the way you want to play that football. So that is what Grasner has really brought different into this team. He has worked with the talent in this team, and he has brought out, the intention, the purpose in this boy is that yes, the talent is inbuilt, but you need a manager who is actually on the same side with these players, and that is what has really worked for them. And he has done the magic for them. And good ones we're seeing Crystal Palace, defeating Manchester United 3-0 right now, and there's still more goals in this game.
And I think one thing to add is that the new manager bounce. That's what it was. Let's see the next 15 games. Maybe he too will not be fighting for his job. Yeah. So
all right, let me quickly read that message before you continue with the commentary. Sent by Mary Olugbude, and he refers on to Delano Lewil, who initially commented that Manchester United will win. And this is a response from Mary Olugbude. Say, Man United cannot win this game. just forget about it and hear the final result, final scores.
Let's come back.
Anything is possible in
Let's
football.
come back. No, if Oluboli say that Manchester United is not going to win, it's looking like there might be a comeback for Manchester United.
Yes, he should not predict scoreline. I think scoreline is the issue. Since he says they will not win, I think that's still.
A draw might happen.
But he should
But,
not
this
predict
one
the
is done
scoreline.
and dusted. Otilo.
Let's say it's upward to luck case. But hey, miracles do happen in football. Can one happen at the Sellers Park? Only time with us. Manchester United attacking a cross into the box and a touch right there. And Garnacho with the ball, still in the box and looking for time and space. But hey, Michel did a good job on him right there and finds Eriksen right there, cross into the box and was blocked out by Anderson. And to be a corner kick to Manchester United at the 63rd minute of that encounter. Eriksen with that corner. Can you do something to at least give Manchester United a lifeline? Yeah, so it's corner kick to Crystal Palace at this point in time.
Yeah, corner kick to Crystal Palace. Let's see if Manchester United can put one at least. Hey, one
We
goal
have
here.
the second goal in that
And a
counter.
cross into the box.
Napoli has
headed
doubled
out.
in that game.
And I think Osimhen
Yeah,
has made it
has
too.
doubled it in that encounter. 2-0 Napoli currently leads against Udinese right now.
Yeah, and you must see that Napoli won't want to leave this guy without a fight. So, it's Ebechieze having his Coastal Road through the Man U players right there. Sets up Olise attacking into the final third, cross into the box, but was headed out by Amrabat right there. And Man U back in possession. And it's now Wan-Bissaka who we fancy running into space with the ball right there towards the left-hand side of the attack right there. Finds Oshlund, but hey, Wan-Bissaka couldn't locate the next Manchester United player right there. And look at that goal from Osimhen.
Wow.
Pure class.
Yeah,
So
it's just what I was saying. He's not ready to caress the ball. He just wants to pick his spot and just pull that ball into the back of
I
the
think
net.
it's an offside.
Yeah, let's
Yes,
say
it
it
was,
looks
yeah.
like that is an offside, and that is being churned off by the center referee. Let's see what the final decisions. Yeah, that's been
offside.
churned off. And still 1-0 in that encounter.
Yeah, still 1-0 in that encounter. Napoli still leading. That goal was chopped off for an offside. The goal scored by Victor Osimhen. Another Victor that is currently on the rise is that Victor Boniface for Bayern Leverkusen, who also got a goal this weekend in that 5-1 thrashing of Eintracht Frankfurt.
For Victor Boniface in his first season with Bayer Leverkusen, he has done really well with the team. You know, winning the German Bundesliga, and
Unbeaten.
getting into. No, they still have one more game to play, but they're still unbeaten.
They won it unbeaten.
Yeah,
But
they
will they now go
it's not
through
over.
the
It's-
season
yeah, but
unbeaten?
it's
They've
just-
won the league already.
the league
It's
is not, the league
confirmed.
is still not done. So they
Yeah,
still
it's
have one more
not.
game. So if they lose that game, then they are not winning the league.
But do you
unbeaten.
seriously think
Yeah, I
they
don't think
will?
there's no way they are losing that last game at home at the Bay Arena.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my
surely
God.
going to be a victory for Borussia.
And I think
for
it will
Bayer
be their
Leverkusen.
trophy
And looking
presentation.
at I think they presented them with a trophy, but they have opportunity of bringing it straight to the
And that should be a
fans.
penalty for Man
No,
City.
penalty? No. Referee says plays on player.
Yeah.
Now you look at the Europa League where they got a 2-0 victory over AS
AS
Roma
Roma,
in the
yeah.
first leg, and it's looking like they might just be setting up for a double or a treble because they are
Yeah,
also in the
treble, yeah.
final
Yeah.
for the
Cup,
in the-
yeah,
in the-
DFB
in
Pro
the DFB
against
Pro.
Cachaltano.
So it's looking like they might be going up with a
At
treble.
least a double
Xabi
this
Alonso
season.
is on ground to win the best manager of the year, no doubt.
No,
No
doubt, no
doubt.
doubt. No. All right, talking about Victor Osimhen, do we say, can I conclude that it's due to the injury that we didn't see
Yeah,
more goals from him?
injuries
Yeah, because
cause
right now
injuries.
from the Italian Serie A, it's Martinez who has 23 goals, then Vlahovic who have 16, and Osimhen is third with 15 goals.
Yeah,
in,
injury actually
Yeah,
played
injuries.
lots of impact in him for him
Yeah.
this season. So you look at the African Cup of Nations also, he was out.
It was
for 1
out
month.
for
Yeah.
1 month.
Those are the
so, yeah.
telling situations for Victor Osimhen this
Yeah.
season. But having 15 goals
Because
is
it's not a
still,
bad
it's still a
thing.
good
Yeah.
account. It's still a good number for him.
Yeah, when you miss the number of games he has missed and you still get 15 goals,
Yeah.
no, that's massive. That's double digit.
Yeah.
Proper number 9 performance. And he has had a lot of goals through that too. And Olise!
Oh!
My God, that was a hell of a bullet from the edge of the box.
Who was that? Who was pushed off that ball there? Look at that shot from Michael Olise there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Man U will be half time because the rumors.
Manchester United will surely be half time. 60 million pounds. They have to put it on the table to get this young man, who I think will have even be a better buy than getting Mason Mount from Chelsea for Manchester United. Massive player who I think he needs to now think of his international, international allegiance.
Yeah.
You want to play for England? Are you waiting for the French national team? What was that from Casemiro? An experienced player. He shouldn't be losing situation there. Munoz has to just get him out of that way. A good body check in there. He had advantage. You were shielding the ball there. You should be shielding that ball completely, not you losing balance there. And look at that shot from Olise. Fantastic shot from that France under-21 international. Good goal for him there. He has a double against Manchester United, who are fast becoming a team he loves scoring against.
Yeah, fast becoming an average team in England right there, Manchester United Football Club. Yeah, sometimes the glory of yesterday might not transit to today. I think that's the story of Manchester United right now. Will they come back bigger, stronger? Only time will tell. There's one team also in England that so many, the BBC Yoruba will call them Oriogbade FC, meaning that their head doesn't usually get the crowd. If you want to know the name, you have to get to London and ask for that team. That was almost getting the trophy last season, but almost cannot kill a bird right there. So it's not almost close for Manchester United. They are so far away in this encounter against Crystal Palace. And hey, that's a good clearance for Casemiro. Maybe it would have gone to 5 against Manchester United.
I really fancy that chance against this Manchester United. I think that game is a done 3 point for Arsenal. But you really want to write off of Manchester United in that game, because that is a big encounter. And you expect them to come into this game. I don't know why Amrabat is complaining there. That is surely a yellow card. He got himself into the foot of, into the back heel of what's it called?
My God.
Said, yeah. That should have been a yellow card, yes, and it's rightly given as a yellow card. That was terrible left forwarding.
Agent. So,
wow, that should be a red card.
Free kick to Crystal Palace. I think it should be double checked for a possible red card, and it will just make the night from bad to worse for Manchester United. So, Man U losing to Crystal Palace and still waiting to face Newcastle and
the bad
Man U
precedents of
and
Arsenal.
Arsenal. Yeah.
Is that some teams will later, Manchester United will lose that fear factor. We saw it happen to Chelsea this season also when they were on the rounds of losing games. The fear factor was in there. That's why you see teams like Burnley and Sheffield United, come all out against Chelsea, because they know that yes, they are up for the taking. They can also, if they play to their full potential, they can get 1 point against Chelsea. And you look at the run of games for Manchester United, the Arsenal, Newcastle, well, it's looking like they might find it hard to get 3 points towards the end of the season.
Yeah, free kick to Crystal Palace. It seems Crystal Palace has gotten all 3 points here. Eberechi with that chance, plays that shot was blocked by Amrabat. He would chase, but Klein came to the rescue and sent it back to Anderson. And in that game, Napoli Udinese, looks like Victor Osimhen won't be able to continue. Will he be out of the season? Wow, Nigerian fans who want to see this, because there's a must-win game against South Africa coming up in June at the end of this season, and we are already in May. About 3 or 4 weeks to that encounter.
That game is the first week of June. June 6, yes, that is when the Super Eagles of
Today's 6th, just 1 month
just
from
1
now.
month away from here. So June 6th is the game between Super Eagles and South Africa, a must-win game. And you can trust us at Premier Sport Fan Center. I will be in the studio to do justice to that game and give you analysis of what is happening in that game at Uyo, where we expect the Super Eagles of Nigeria to get a victory over over South Africa.
Yeah, over South Africa right there. So Simeon has been withdrawn from Simeon in that encounter. Garnacho trying to attack with the ball, trying to see if they can actually salvage the pride of Manchester United, who has been the pride has been seriously hampered by Crystal Palace. They call them the Cottage Eagles. The Eagles has flown over the Devils tonight. Well, It's a long night for Manchester United fans. If you know any all the Manchester United fans, give them a peck. But please don't go and hug another man's wife because it can be really, really dangerous right there. So Crystal Palace costing them to the 3 points right there. 4-0 leading at home to Manchester United. A very, very serious result, right? A very serious scoreline as it stands right there for Crystal Palace. I think only few people would have thought, or maybe no one would have thought Crystal Palace would be leading like this. Yeah.
Well, coming into this game, I was expecting a 3-0 victory for Crystal Palace against Manchester United, but 4-0, I never saw that coming.
But because you're a Chelsea
No,
fan.
it's not because I'm a Chelsea fan. Looking at the run of form,
Yeah, Crystal
have found
Palace.
themselves,
Yeah.
and you look at the attack for Crystal Palace, but 4-0, I wasn't thinking of that. And it's looking like if there will be another goal in this game, might just be Crystal Palace scoring the 5th goal
Wow.
against Manchester United.
Yeah, wow. So 73rd minute in that encounter, the Sellers spark. Free kick to Manchester United in the box. That foul on Amrabat, and Casemiro sets it up straight to Diogo Dalot. And Mino with the ball right there, who has not really been in this game, Kobe Mino. And I think for a young lad, he has played too many games.
Yeah, he has actually played so many games for Manchester United in his debut season for them. But let's just see if they can grow on that come next season. They need an experienced player in that midfield so they can reduce some of the workload or work rate on this young player. At the age of 18, you're playing this lot of matches. They have to look out or reason about how easy it might just get burnt out in this team.
Yeah, easy and get burnt out. Now that table is looking really, really dangerous for Manchester United losing out of Europe next season. And it will affect their financial fair play in getting in talents that they want to right there. And the goal advantage right there, the goals difference is not in their favor. With this Amrin, I think they will be on a negative
Yeah,
3.
they'll be on a negative 3 now, -3. Because coming into this game, they were on +1, so it's not really at their advantage right now. Looking at Chelsea are currently +9, if I'm not mistaken.
11.
+11, which shows a lot of goals for Manchester United to cover going into the last 3 matches for them this season.
Yeah, so Manchester United with the ball right there. Casemiro, the standing captain, who has not covered himself in glory tonight. A lot of defensive error from the Brazilian international. But hey, Wan-Bissaka blocked that pass from Anderson and straight to Amrabat, who has been solid since coming on for Manchester United. And look at the way he has been marshalling that central midfield. Maybe because Crystal Palace has cooled down the attack right there.
Probably.
Yeah, probably right there. So it's Manchester United attacking with ball. Kobe Mino finding time and space and set it up for Wan-Bissaka, who crossed into the box. But hey, Munoz says no, and he clears that one. And it's Crystal Palace back with the ball. Attacking with the ball is Olise, who has been firing on all cylinders tonight. It has been a game that I think Olise should be awarded the man of the match.
The man of the match. He has been everywhere. He has been the tormentor in chief, the architect of Manchester United problem in this encounter. It's one of the reasons why Manchester United are losing or the bigger reason why Manchester United are losing 4-0 in this encounter. So he deserves a big shot at the man of the match.
Yeah, big shot at the man of the match right there. Michel attacking right there from right to left for Crystal Palace, trying to run into space. I don't know why Crystal Palace looks like they want to get more goals. Is this a personal vendetta against Manchester
They
United?
defeated Manchester United in the first leg at Old Trafford this season. So I think they deserve more goals. If you have a team up for the taking, yes, you just take them.
And the Nigerian Isaac Success brought Udinese back.
I saw success in football. Wow, he was a massive talent coming through the ranks at the under 17. Through the set of Victor. Kelechi Iheanacho that won the 2013 under 17 was part of that winning squad. But injuries haven't let us see a big part of him. A seriously talented player. And it's really good seeing him on the scoreline against Napoli. Let's just hope he'll be having a better season next season with Udinese.
Yeah, Udinese fighting relegation right there. And it's a goal that looks like it will be saving their life.
Yeah.
I just
look at
feel
that touch. Look at that
the
touch.
camera.
He picked the spots there.
Yeah, the
good
camera.
striker goal from him there.
Yeah, good striker goal right there. And I think the camera should be pointing to the face of Osimhen who will be really disappointed because they really needed this game to at least approach the Champions League. You know, 5 teams will be going to the Champions League from Italy next season. So, with this equalizer, it won't be the best for. And I think there's a VAR check on the go, checking possible offside.
Yeah, checking possible offside. Yeah.
This is Cambiaso. Yeah. The Italian international, the former world best player. Check over. What's the referee saying? What's the referee saying?
It's a go. I think he has. You know that there's this thing in Serie A that they have to. The ball is going for charity when it's the ball used is scoring a goal. Has to be sent out for a charity. So that was why the referee had to just throw that ball out. It's another ball that will be thrown into the game to restart the play. Yeah.
So play restarted already. It's 1-1 Udinese Napoli, but it's 4-0 Crystal Palace Manchester. No, it's not Man U leading 4-0. It's Crystal Palace.
It's really good seeing Magui back. I think he was out injured for Crystal Palace. He's the captain of the team, a former Chelsea Youth Academy product. So really good to see him coming back. The England international back for Crystal Palace in the second time. He'll be replacing Klein, who has had a fantastic performance against Manchester United in the second half. So it's looking like Crystal Palace are interested in defending more for the remaining 30 minutes of the second half.
Yeah, we've seen Ten Hag, performance this season. We saw him last season, and from his body language, it's like I'm staying here, I'm going nowhere in Manchester United. Probably there is this agreement, but to me, he has not actually done well to have that confidence that he cannot be sacked anymore.
I think it's going to cost Manchester United a lot to sack Eric Ten Hag. So you don't expect the manager to put himself in the line or online that yes, at the end of the season I'm going out. Even Pochettino with all the lot of abuses and everything, with all the frustration, he never for once come out to say yes, he's interested in leaving Chelsea at the end of the season. So it's just normal. You have to keep going. You have to try and keep going. That's what you expect from a manager. It's about 3 years deal he signed with Manchester United. So it's advantage him. If Manchester United are sacking him, they have to pay the fine. And if he's saying he wants to leave, then he has to pay his buyout clause. So that is the difference. So you don't expect him to come out to say that he wants to leave Manchester. Confirm that he'll be leaving Manchester United come end of the season.
All right.
Yeah. So will he breach that contract? If you are going to breach a contract, you should be able to pay the penalty right there. So Diogo Dalot will try to attack with the ball, finds Amrabat, the Moroccan international, who had a very, very good World Cup showing for Morocco, who got to the semi-final of the FIFA World Cup in the first time in their history.
First time in the history of Africa.
Even in Africa's history, right there, Casemiro sends the ball forward but lost easily by Manchester United. And it's Olise who tried to attack space right there, attacking with the ball, running into the final third. Munoz cross into the ball, low cross, but eluded all Crystal Palace player, and Manchester United came to the rescue. And Kobe Mino tries to move with the ball, and Manchester United so frustrated.
A frustrating game entirely for Manchester United tonight against Crystal Palace. Let's just say, I think I'm even sure the players in their mind will just be waiting for the end of this game.
And look at Osimhen looking so disappointed in this encounter. What? 1-1 it ended. Udinese won, Napoli won in that encounter. Mason Mount being withdrawn for Amad Diallo right there. Trying to Whitley coming on too for Manchester United for Ojlund, who has been absent in this encounter.
They couldn't lay their
stake on the game. Yeah. So clearance from Wan-Bissaka, but straight to Crystal Palace. This looks more like a Barcelona-Manchester United game, where Manchester United is just struggling to get possession or lay their claim on the ball, imprint on the game right there. So Michel Gueye sends that one straight to his teammate, and it's Crystal Palace playing like Manchester City in this encounter. Wow. In football, anything is possible. So for tonight, Crystal Palace is like Manchester City, and it's Michel attacking down the left, cross into the box, but Amrabat was there, but sent it straight to Michel again. And Olise finds Michel's run, and he cross into the box. put down an attempt, but blocked by that Manchester United player, Amrabat.
You know, the way Crystal Palace playing against Manchester United, you know, so comfortable, even despite the fact they are leading, they are still attacking, still against Manchester, making Manchester United looking so common in this.
Yeah, they have to make it uncomfortable for Manchester United. If Manchester United should get a goal in this game or two in this game, you want to see them stage a comeback.
Yeah.
So you have to be on the top of your game to the end of the encounter.
Yeah, no losing sleep for Crystal Palace. Like they say, the child that doesn't want his mother to sleep, he or she himself won't find sleep. That's why Crystal Palace are not ready to sleep in this encounter. They want to put Man U to bed, and they want to just take the game from far away from the reach of Manchester United. 82nd minute of that encounter, that corner kick headed out and a cross into the box from from Easy. And that header was easily saved by Onana right there. Long ball forward, headed out by Crystal Palace also. And is Crystal Palace in possession of the ball and taking everything in this encounter, leading, possessing, dominating at the same time. And, you know, Crystal Palace now playing as if they are one Manchester City. So, Gueye with the ball, sent it to his teammate, and it's Crystal Palace trying to play from defense into attack, trying to lay their stake on the game, which they have successfully done so far. And it's them trying to link up play, sent it to Eberechieze, who dribbles past his marker, run into space, attacking with the ball, drops that pass, but was blocked by that Manchester United player, one back, and it's still that Crystal Palace player running to the ball, sent it back to Anderson. Anderson finds Olise, who finds his teammate, and is now Crystal Palace trying to entertain their fans, actually playing at home.
4-0 at 83 minutes. There's nothing to lose right now, and I think this game is done and dusted for Crystal Palace. So I think the next thing is just to entertain the fans, you know, hold on to the ball, try to dictate the tempo of the game, still take it to Manchester United, and try to, you know, hurt them one more time, which is still looking like they might still be getting that fifth goal in this encounter.
Yeah, it looks more like they will be getting that fifth goal in this encounter. Olise on his hat-trick, where he runs into the box with the ball, but it was dispossessed by Maino, that Manchester United midfielder, who has had a long day we want to forget on the field of play today. Back to Crystal Palace. Olise in the box, finds space, missed that attempt, but was blocked by that Man U player. And Amad Diallo with the ball right now, finds his teammate Casemiro with that short pass to Diogo Dalot. But hey, won back by Crystal Palace. And it's Crystal Palace with the ball right now, dominating the game. And Maguire fouled right there by Whitley, the young Manchester United player.
And when you look at the way Crystal Palace recover, when they lose the ball, the way they recover it so fast. You know, from the start, from the attack, the attackers are not sleeping. They always go back to recover the ball. And that's why they make it so difficult for Manchester United so far.
I think looking at this, I'm coming back to that. Looking at the substitution right now, Olise and Eberechieze being withdrawn by the manager. I think one player will be really disappointed that he didn't get a goal in this game. Has to be Eberechieze. A fantastic performance from Mikel Olise. No wonder Chelsea went all out for him last season, trying to get out, coming into the season, you know, trying to get him for £60 million, and I think he should be getting that big move away from Crystal Palace come end of the season. He deserves it to play for a bigger club, but the biggest problem has always been injuries. Injuries has not really let us see that big potential. And looking at the old men, who are replacing these two players, is Shop and Ayew, the older of the Ayew, that is Andre Ayew.
The younger.
Andre is the older. Jordan is the younger.
Jordan is the young. This is Jordan Ayew.
Is this Jordan? Okay.
So
Jordan Ayew.
Yeah, so Crystal Palace to substitution right there. Double substitution on this out, and the Berchier out, and Ayew and Shop. Can they shut up this victory? Can they take it home? Well, they are at home already. They don't need to travel. Leading 4-0. Fantastic performance. A 4-star performance from Crystal Palace tonight.
A 4-star performance from Crystal Palace. You know, they've actually shown the stuff they have made up of. I think this is the one. Recently, they've actually shown that they are good and that they can, go top of the half of the table if they continue to win like this with the remaining matches.
Yeah, anything is possible in football. They can get to the top half of the table right there. So it is 4-0 to Crystal Palace at this point in time. Crystal Palace still dictating the pace of the game. It's just as if Manchester United are not ready to take the victory. Can you see the sense of urgency in this?
Yeah,
team?
there's not any sense of urgency anymore. It's about some 3 more minutes to go in this game, and you don't expect Crystal Palace to concede 4 goals, or you don't expect Manchester United to score 4 goals. If Manchester United couldn't get a goal for the past 87 minutes of this game, doesn't look like they'll be getting a goal. In the mindset of the players, all they want to see right now is the final whistle.
Yeah, they want the final whistle. It's a game that they want to forget in a hurry right there. So 4-0 at the Sellers Park. Munoz with the ball, about to restart play from that throw-in right there down the right in the final third. Sets it forward for that Crystal Palace player. And the confirmation is there. Chelsea now 7th. Manchester United now 8th. I think now Ahmed has come to that romance with the 9 and 10 spot for Chelsea Football Club. Well, sometimes God knows how to put your enemies in shame after the serious banter Chelsea got for Manchester United fans. Hey, it's Premier League. We enjoy the banter, right, left, and center. So, 4-0 to Crystal Palace, 88th minute of that encounter. And Edward is already in the books of the referee. Yeah, yellow card on that tackle on Amrabat right there.
Oh, he went out on his back heel there, and it's a deserving yellow card to Edward there.
Yeah, deserving yellow card. And Shego, the Premier League games is remaining 3 for Manchester City and Arsenal 2. Which team do you think will be coasting them with the
I really
league?
fancy Manchester City winning it, because when you look at the last 3 ties they'll be playing, it's against the London teams of Fulham, Tottenham, and West Ham. Those teams have really, of late, they've not really been those teams that you expect to actually
really
put
low
an end
on
on Manchester City. But you can't take anything away from Tottenham. They can be a spoiler against any team. Pep Guardiola is still struggling to get hold of getting victories over Tottenham at the White Hart Lane. So that might just be the defining moment. I think Tuesday might just be the defining moment in the EPL.
But I think for all the London teams, even Arsenal will give credit to Chelsea for helping them take things off some point off Manchester City. But will the other London clubs help a fellow London team?
I don't see it as help.
Yeah,
it's
just a banter.
It's coming into the game, play your 90 minutes, try and get victories. Even Arsenal might just find it out against even Manchester United losing 4-0 against Crystal Palace might turn to the best of Manchester United.
Yeah, we want to come back.
And the defining moment for Arsenal might also be that last game against Everton.
That last game against Everton can be a banana peel. And the pass forward, Crystal Palace in a dangerous area, but hey, that was swift defending by Evans. And Mayu back in possession, and I can't see the bite from Manchester United right there, and it's Edward in the box, dribble pass and plays that one, but cleared off the line by Wan-B Saka right there. So corner kick to Crystal Palace, 90th minute of that encounter.
Yeah, we have a message here, and it's from Mobab Asham. It's a big shame. What a hell is going on? Just take off that coach. You see, we have lost so many games home and away, and the Glazer Bulls is not looking through them.
It's not really about the Glazers anymore. It's now about Sir Jim, who is on Ratcliffe, who is the new boss, the new sheriff in town right now. I think probably at the end of the season we'll be seeing what Manchester United will be doing with the manager. Because I think Sir Jim will also be having his own way of
running
the affair of the club. So come end of the season, probably there'll be a review of the season. Let's see if Eric Ten Hag will be sacked or will be kept as the manager of Manchester United for next season. But looking at the way things has been from last season to this season, I don't think he deserves to be the Manchester United boss.
Yeah. So will he get it? Will he keep his job? Jordan, are you about to take a corner kick cross into the box, headed out by Amad Diallo, but straight to Crystal Palace, who has kept Man U quiet and is really attacking with the ball. But Mitchell did a good defensive work on him, and the referee interrupted play right there. And I think it should be a drop or dead ball situation right there.
It should be an unchallenged dead ball situation.
So 6 minute additional time in that encounter. 4-0 to Crystal Palace. I think this game is now, as far as I'm concerned, separate to log
into the second minute of 6 minute additional time. So there's no way you expect Manchester United to get some 4 goals in this game. 2 shot on target in this encounter. Really, really poor for Manchester United. And you're seeing Crystal Palace, who has 9 shots.
Oh! That was a shot off the woodwork by Edward. And kept Onana rooted to his spot.
There was nothing he was going to do there. There was no way he was going to get onto that ball there. And twice Edward has been denied a goal in this game, which I think he actually deserved a goal in this encounter since coming in, and that is the depth in the squad, the depth in squad for Crystal Palace. You look at the attack, having Edward, having Matete up front there, good shot there. Look at how he bullied who was that Casemiro off the ball there and picked the spot. Onana was just rooted to his spot there. There was no way he was getting close to that ball. Just a small push, a small shift was all that ball needed there.
Yeah, good attempt. 93rd minute of that encounter. Still, Crystal Palace 4, Manchester United 0.
Yeah, Crystal Palace 4, Manchester United 0. I think it just proved that Bruno Fernandes has been so instrumental to Manchester United because they're looking so ordinary.
He stop them from conceding 4 goals. I think if it comes to the goals they've conceded today, I think that's to be them missing their central defenders like Maguire, the likes of Varane, and the likes of Lautaro Martinez. I think that is the biggest player they've missed at the back. Injuries has not really done Manchester United any favor this season. The defense has really been they've had their own fair share of injuries also.
Yeah, and the defense has actually let Manchester United down this season.
And when we look at the lineup of those on the injury list for Manchester United, we are having 12 players on injury list for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes, Cambuala, Lindelof, Maguire, Malaysia, Martinez, McTominay, Rashford, Luke Shaw, and Varane.
And when you look at it, Cambuala is a centre back, Lindelof is centre back, Maguire is centre back, Martinez is central back, and Rafael Varane, even Luke Shaw can be an inverted centre back, making 6 players out of the defense line, plus Malacia 7. So I think that's huge. And I think that would explain one of the reasons why they are shipping in goals right there. So, Selhurst Park has witnessed a night of history for Crystal Palace. They have done a fantastic job of defeating Amorim, as far as I'm concerned. Though the game, a minute plus is left to be played, but I think Crystal Palace are home and dry.
They're home and dry. It's a game they've destroyed and disarmed Manchester United in this game. They've destroyed the devil in this encounter at the Selhurst Park. And you can still see the hunger in the face of Crystal Palace, who are still going all out to try and see if they can get the icing on that cake against Manchester United. Was straight into the hand of Andre Onana there of that wicked deflection from Dalot. Well, Onana came to the rescue for Manchester United there. Crystal Palace still looking like the better side, even after scoring 4 goals against Manchester United. Just 1 more minute to go in this game, and it's a big loss for Manchester United.
So big loss for Manchester United. Well, last minute of additional time. I know Manchester United players, if possible, they want to fast forward the hands of time right there, and anytime from now the referee will be reaching out to his watch and bringing this dilemma or this awful night of football for Manchester United to a close. But Crystal Palace will be celebrating every bit of it, defeating Manchester United 4 goals, putting 4 goals past Manchester United in a dominating and convincing performance from Crystal Palace. they really deserve every bit of it right there. So, 4-0 to Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park.
Yeah, 4-0. What a game of football, and what a display for Crystal Palace. But hey, some consolation to Manchester United.
And the referee says enough is enough. He has had enough. 4 goals to Crystal Palace. Congratulations to the winners and congratulations to the losers.
Well, easily a game that might have ended with a 9-0 scoreline for Crystal Palace. But I think they'll take this 4-0. It's a big consolidation, a big victory for them over Manchester United, and a game that might spur them on towards the end of the season, and just push them. This is that kind of victories you get that push you to the end of the season. Disappointing performance from Manchester United, but just like Manchester United being Manchester United.
Yeah, Man U being Man U.
Your last word before we close for the day.
Yeah, my final take on this encounter is just a sharply terrible performance from Man U. They should be doing better with the class, the talent they have at their disposal. I think they should do better. Casemiro didn't cover himself in glory today. I think it's a night they want to forget.
All right, Shegun, just some word to my Manchester United fans, at least to give them.
It's not, you see, a game of football is 3 ways. It's that you win, you lose, or you draw. So that's his mindset. Once you come into the mindset to enjoy a game of football, then I don't see any secondary, mindset coming into it. I only come into the game of football to just enjoy myself. That is it. I don't really take it to heart. And once you don't take football to heart, then you don't have any problem. So that's just it.
All right. That is how far we can go for today. What a match. But don't forget to join us tomorrow. Another face of the Champions League is the semi-final, second leg of the semi-final. That will be between Paris Saint-Germain versus Borussia Dortmund. Tomorrow we'll be here to cover that match. For now, it's goodbye from us, and see you tomorrow when we come again. Zone in the world. Chelsea versus Manchester United. They're about to start their match. And it has been a lot of talking between the fans, Manchester fans and Chelsea fans. Let's go hear what the fans have to say.